before, and he is one of the best representatives that Anse Raye has seen. And I stand firmly behind our political leader, the Honorable Alan Shastney, a man who has withstood all kinds of attacks against him. He has led storms against him, and he continues to lead with vision and love for St. Lucia. Last week, a video of me went viral. Some people liked it, but others frowned upon it. And I had to ask myself, when did we become so divided as a people? When did a simple act of kindness has to be condemned in this country by some? What kind of country have we become when a simple hug can make the headlines? Then it hit me. It hit me. You know why it hit me? It starts every Thursday night in this country. What happens on a Thursday night in this country? On a Thursday night, you have a man who is the chief mouthpiece for the Labour Party. He is the aspiring Minister of Finance in this country. The aspiring Minister of Finance. I want you to listen to me. In this country, who has been the Minister of Finance? The Prime Minister. But this man, a man who the Labour Party has described as a criminal and a gangster, and who aspires to be the Prime Minister, and he sits in the cabinet of ministers of the St. Lucia Labour Party. That's when it hit me. That's when it hit me why our country is so divided. He is the host of a show that I call Can I Hate You? Do you hear me? Can I hate you? I cannot tell you who this program has helped, but I can tell you who this program has hurt. Women, more women. If you choose to love someone who is white or Indian, Syrian, or any other race in this country, this man spews hate. Anyone who disagrees with the Labour Party, this man attacks. And then the hate spreads, repeated by supporters who don't even realize the kind of harm they are doing. They can't attack our work. They can't attack our record. So they attack our skin color, our families, and our choices. They attack their fellow citizens. They attack St. Lucians. Ladies and gentlemen, all I've ever done is serve St. Lucians. From the time I was a young girl working in the bank, I love people. I'm a mother of children. I love people. And that's all I know. I don't see white or black. I don't see yellow or red. I see people. I see human beings. Mr. DJ, play the clip.
You know? Who are you, an honorary white? Okay. Honorary white woman. You don't need politics. The answer for you all when you all say that, just get out. But it won't take much to get you out. Baby ka SPU. Baby ka SPU.
Ladies and gentlemen, whose voice did you hear in that clip? Whose voice did you hear in that clip? I'm not hearing you. Say it again. That is the voice of hate in this country, and we must stand against that hate. We country. But I ask you tonight, in Anse, Raye, is that who we are as a people? Do we want a St. Lucia where women or anyone are insulted because of their skin color or who they love? Because I can tell you, I am married to a white man who is third generation in this country. He is a St. Lucian, no matter the color of his skin. And he provides for the people of St. Lucia through the work that he's doing in this country. He's uplifting lives. This is who I'm married to, a St. Lucian, not white or black, not red or yellow. We must stop this in this country and unite. And this is not just one man's behavior. It is the spirit of the government of this country. The St. Lucia Labour Party, that is their spirit. They preach hatred in this country because this is a St. Lucia that never had this kind of division. And you know what? Week after week, this man is on his talk show and the Prime Minister stays silent. And you know what silent is? Silent is consent. He sits silently while members of his cabinet promote hate and division. The outgoing MP for Grosile, the outgoing Minister for Youth and Sport, has proudly said that this very man who the Labour Party called a criminal and a gangster, this very man who's spreading hate, the outgoing MP for Grosile has said that this man is his mentor. Do you hear me? This man is the mentor of the parliamentary representative for Grosile. Even our political leader, the Honorable Alan Shastney, has been attacked, not for his record, not for his service, but because of his skin color and because he was born outside of St. Lucia. That kind of hate and division is wrong. They insult him because they cannot match his ideas, leadership, or results. Yet, he never responds with hate. This man loves the people of St. Lucia. He responds with vision, hard work, and love for every St. Lucian, every single one of you, man, woman, and child. That, my friends, is true leadership. And this man has courage because you have seen what he has endured in the cabinet of St. Lucia, a dignified house, which they have turned into hatred and division as well. And while this is happening, I hear something that deeply concerns me. The youth of this nation, parents are telling me that their secondary school children are aspiring to become millionaires because of the example that they are seeing in the cabinet of ministers. What are we teaching our children? What are we teaching our children? We should be teaching them that success comes from honesty, discipline, and hard work, not shortcuts or privilege. So how do I respond to these parents? There's nothing wrong with wanting to be rich, as long as you earn it honestly. There's nothing wrong with ambition. What is wrong is the bad examples that confuse our children about what it means to succeed. And that is why this election, This election is not just about today only. It is about the future of our country. It is about the soul of our nation. It is about what example we want to set for the next generation. Racism. Racism has never been a feature of our country. This beautiful island that we call Fair Helen, the Helen of the West Indies. She is loving, she is pure, she is sweet. Racism has never been a feature of Fair Helen. Division has never been the spirit of St. Lucian life. Every time we share or repeat the hate, we give it power. I want you to remember that. Every time you share or repeat that hate, you give it power. But every time we choose kindness, kindness in our words, kindness in our deeds, we take that power back. So tonight, I am asking you to take that power back and choose kindness. Kindness, people. Take your power back. Say no to hatred. The UWP stands for unity, respect, and service to all. Red, yellow, black, and white, every Lucian matters. We are one people. Above all, we are St. Lucians. We deserve leaders who unite, not divide. Leaders with a plan, not propaganda. Leaders who protect citizens, not bully them. We deserve better than this. So tonight, I ask you, let's reject the hate. Let's fire this government of division. Let's unite behind a movement of respect, integrity, and hope for St. Lucia. Together with Dominic Pede, Alan Chasney, and all the women of the United Workers' Party, we will build a St. Lucia where every St. Lucia belongs. Every child can dream. We are one people, one St. Lucia, one future. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, good night, and God bless.